Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baruch HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutation to all Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So this video I want to go into something that's heading on the news, especially in Europe, in Holland, and it's a lot of, it brings a lot of problem in Germany and Belgium. And so this devil, these Edomites, so-called white people, so they, these all these diseases, it wasn't supposed to be like that, but yeah, we didn't obey the law, statutes, and commandments. So that's why we are in this situation until this day. So this devil, he's all about wickedness, and is always plotting wicked. And let me make another thing clear: it's in him to do wicked, and uh, an Edomite shall be wicked. He cannot do something good. Matter of fact, let me jump to the book of was it Jeremiah? Let me go there real quick. I think it's chapter 13. If I'm correct. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin? So can the Ethiopian who has a dark skin, can he make his own skin light? You would say to bleaching, but I mean like by thought. Well, that's not possible. Or the leopard, his spots. You already know a leopard is known for his spots, so he cannot change his spots. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So, the book of Sirach, chapter 10, also explains it, wickedness, sooner or later, this devil will show his wickedness. He can come crouching towards you, talking all that buttery, that sweet shit towards you. Meanwhile, he's ready to slaughter you, you know. Look what happened to the Native Americans, for example, just to name something. So let me see. Let me go into the article because I saw it also on the news. And then they were talking about they want to make some steps, some two steps, like just like how they did with the C-19. So they said it might take a couple of years, but how they be, and they already have it, and they be like, oh, the development went so easy, blah 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 blah. We tested it. The same with the C-19 steps. They also said that at first it will protect you from getting sick. Then people started getting sick. Then it said you would get less sick. They were talking about you wouldn't spread the virus, but all that shit, it was all bullshit. So they couldn't come around it, and still you got people, running for the booster step. They'd be like, oh, we got this and this variant coming up now, so if you take the same stuff, it will protect you better. That's what they say nowadays. So hey, Esau, man, Esau's full of shit, man. So now they're talking about this virus, this RS virus, and what they said on the news, is that that they want to develop a step, and they said they want to develop two kinds of it. One that they can give females when they are women when they are pregnant, and one that they can give to the infant, to the babies, to the newborns. So that's what they want to do. So let me just read the article, then I pull a couple of scriptures. So this is from NOS News, which is a real big news platform in Holland. Number of RS, man. Number of RS virus infections is rising rapidly. Also concerns in Germany and Belgium. The number of infections with the RS virus has increased rapidly in the past period. Babies and young children in particular are affected by the cold virus. In the past 3 weeks, almost 400 infections were reported in a random sample of RIVM. According to RIVM, this picture is comparable to that of the years before C19, this is an indication that the epidemic has started, says the Research Institute. However, the rapid increase in RS reports comes a little earlier than expected, while most cases are normally reported at the end of December or at the beginning of the year. Many pediatricians said they are already seeing a spike at this point. The early peak is surprising but not alarming, says the pediatrician Caroli Illy in the NOS radio program News and Co. The chairman of the Dutch Pediatric Association continues. If you look at the number of infections, that's no different now than what we had in January or February in other years. So it's not something that scares us very much. Yeah, yeah, very much. And also something that we can handle well in the Netherlands. According to Illy, everything has changed because of C19. Children were at home for a long time, and such a virus then has less chance to spread. Everything now is open again, but the children have built up fewer antibodies for the same reasons. For the same reason, the RS virus also led to unusual high number of infections last summer. The question is whether the current RS virus wave is already at its peak or whether the common cold virus will continue to spread for the time being. There are also major regional differences. Many infections and hospital admissions are reported in the major cities and South Holland in particular. Sometimes this means that young patients have to be transferred to other hospitals. This was also common practice before C19 in the Netherlands, where a total of about 100 uh, intensive care beds have been set up for children. We have forgotten that a bit, but this is what we are used to as a predation at this time of year, says pediatric infectiologist Peter Fry of the Sophia Children's Hospital in Rotterdam. And that's also something wicked. You ain't supposed to have a children's hospital. So that shows you the wickedness of this devil. He get them while they're young. But we are alert. We have, of course, uh, received C19 and influenza is present. So then you have the explanation concerning the RS virus. I'm not gonna read it. I just leave the screen like this for a moment. Then you can just pause it and you can read it for yourself. So go on with the article. The number of children who end up in hospital with an RS virus infection is also rising in Germany and Belgium. In Germany, which, like the Netherlands, is struggling with staff shortages in the care sector, the National Association for Intensive Care and Emergency Medicine recently spoke of a catastrophic situation in the intensive care units for children. Young patients are transferred to hospitals where there is room, and German Health Minister Lauterbach said yesterday that nurses are currently being transferred from regular hospital wards to children wards. He also called on pediatricians to postpone non-urgent preventive checks due to the rush around the RS virus wave. In Belgium, virologist Steven van Gucht of Cinsanso, comparable to the RIVM in the Netherlands, says that the parents should postpone meetings with babies because of the RS virus. In any case, adults would do well to keep a sufficient distance in such situations, he thinks. 1.5 meter, 6 feet, whatever, 2 meters, So here we go again. Several Belgian hospitals have sounded the alarm in recent weeks about the pressure caused by the RS virus. Van Gucht emphasized that this is a normal pattern, but that it is important to be careful. The number of hospitals admissions is expected to increase further in the coming period, also due an increasing number of flu infections. There's currently no cause for concern in the Netherlands, says Chairman Illy of the Dutch Pediatric Association. Parents of young children do not have to worry too much, says the pedestrian in the news and co. It's like always keep a good look at your child. If your child is so short of breath or short of breath that you would call the doctor. In other cases, just call the doctor now. He can assess how serious it is. So yeah. So in this article, they don't mention that they want to make the jabs, but that's what they said on the television in the news. So let me jump to the book of Psalms. Because what these people do, they planning, they're planning and plotting, seeking, looking how they can get the people sick, The main plan is to get rid of a lot of people because they want less people on the earth and they want full control, these elites. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, and I'm just gonna start at verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. And who's the enemy? The so-called white people. Esau. Those are our top, Amalek, those people that be in Israel that call themselves Jews, which they are not, to make that clear. So that's one of those are one of my biggest of our biggest enemies, people from Amalek. So let me see. In my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from far from the enemy, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the works of iniquity. Yeah, because they get this meeting, Bilderberg meeting, you name it, the summit, blah blah blah. They got all these things going on, and what they do is planning, seeking how they can mess up Jake. But they don't care if they also get their own people with it, And if you got this documentary, You Are Amalek, I started to watch it, and it's very I said that there's a lot of information in it, because it also shows you that they think those actors in Israel, they think that the people in America and Europe, that they are the descendants of Esau. So yeah, so they really think that they are, the top people. He hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah, because they sneaky, like I said, they sneaky. They come in together, and then they start making the plans. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly thus do they, Salakia, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. That Esau has no fear. He's doing all these things and he thinks he's going to get away with it. No, you're going to pay for it. You and your children. Scriptures are very clear about that. They can, I say that. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see me? Yeah, because like I said, they think they can do the things, but through the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, we see this devil, From an elder apostles on down, we see this devil. We see the step that he is taking. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So that shows you this not, you don't regularly get sick, you know. Esau could be spraying stuff, messing with your food, with your water. So of course you're gonna get sick at the moment, you know. From this bullshit, man. This is messed up shit, man. Esau polluting everything, man. Fucking your food up, your water, the air that you breathe, you know, the chemtrails, you know, don't forget about those. It's messed up. But yeah. Let me see. Another thing is, you know, if we all we gotta do is keep the faith in Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and He will guide you, man. For a matter of fact, this is a beautiful scripture, man. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 40, verse 11. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arms and carry them in his bosom, and shall then gently see and shall gently lead those that are with young. So we got to keep the faith in Yahweh Basham Yahushua. He will take care if you with children. So he shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arms and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. See that? He will take care. You know, sometimes you'll be worrying, but no. If you have faith in Yahweh Basham Yahushua, like Yahushua said, with the Father, nothing is impossible. Book of Matthew, chapter 19. It's very clear, and that's a fact. That's something that we got to keep in mind, because crazy times are ahead of us. It's gonna be hella crazy out there. So this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, and it's also a blessing that the Most High open your eyes, because that's why we can see these things that this devil is doing, that he's trying to do, you know. And Lord willing, you know, we can stay out of his claws, you know. So this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah. You know, Yahweh Razah, to the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, we see the things that they try to do, you know. Yeah. Just gonna leave it like that. Thinking about maybe something more, but no, I'm just going to leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Barukah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.